Let me put you on some game, fam. I'm 36 years old, and if you're watching this video and you're in your 20s, even if you're in your 30s or 40s, or even in your teens, listen up. The truth, fam, is this video is particularly for you, the one who is misunderstood. But before I attack the subject that will change your life, I want to tell you that I deliberately, in my videos, slow down the pace because I know something that you also know, which is that you have been disconnected from the version of you that really holds the keys to your greatness, the version of you that is at peace in the middle of the noise, the version of you that doesn't follow the fear of missing out, the version of you that dares to stand alone and to choose what is true versus what cheats on you. And what's at stake here is not a random video talking about life. What is at stake here is you getting busy living or getting busy dying. Because the truth, fam, is you perhaps have lived your whole life, or at least the last few years, the last few months, on auto mode. You have allowed your reflexes and your habits to take over you, your preconceived notions, your limiting beliefs. You have stopped challenging yourself to actually become yourself again. Not add more things or develop yourself, but I'm talking about removing the noise and connect with what is most important to you. So in these videos, I am going to slow down the pace because I want to connect with the real you. The version of you that can wake up every single day feeling the integrity, feeling the peace. In the middle of the noise, in the middle of the criticism, in the middle of any challenges, you will be able to stand strong and ready. I go by the Fidel Economist, and my journey from Madagascar, one of the poorest countries in the world, to America has inspired me so much that I want to be able to share that with you. I now have a 15-year career at the height of my discipline, impacting billions of dollars. But I was unemployed over a year, facing deportation. I was completely broken. I disappeared. And I never talked again to 99.9% of the people that I met. The truth, fam, is being misunderstood is a rite of passage that you must go through. Not only being misunderstood with other people, but being misunderstood by yourself. Because the truth, fam, is if the problem was that other people don't understand you, it wouldn't really be a problem. The reason why it has affected you so much is because you are now misunderstanding yourself. You are not able to handle these emotions and thoughts that are coming to you. One moment you feel a certain way, another moment you feel another. It has even affected the things that you had such conviction about, the things that you talked about with passion, that you invested years. You perhaps spent hours on hours watching videos and talking about the things you wanted to do, but because people don't understand your vision, people don't understand your progress, people don't understand why you're doing this, and that, you are allowing that to trickle into your heart and make you feel like you're not good enough, that you don't matter, and that the very thing that lit up your soul is not valid. And the season of your life is literally giving you the opportunity of a lifetime. I remember in my 20s, I really wanted a career on Wall Street. And because of the treatment of the people that I worked with and the culture shock that I faced working with very, very difficult people and my inability to power through those, I literally gave up on that dream. Part of that was because I wanted to find a way to make money. I wanted to find a way to save the pride that I had within myself. And so I gave up on Wall Street and I redirected myself towards a new career path into economics. But the truth, fam, is in that moment, I was misunderstood. I wanted so much to give. I wanted to literally have an impact. But I didn't realize that there were certain things that I didn't know back then. And those are the two things that I want to attack today. Being misunderstood by others and being misunderstood by yourself. As you know, nobody will truly know you but you. People react to you based on their limiting beliefs, based on their interests, based on their specific context. When I embarked into these journeys, trying to get jobs, trying to succeed, whether it was in relationships, whether it was in a career path, I didn't understand that it wasn't about me. It was about what was greater than me, the market, the rules of the game, what was required in those arenas to be successful. When I would talk to clients or my bosses, they were focused on the bottom line. They were focused on high impact. Meanwhile, I was focused on listening to myself, having them respect me, hear me, let me speak. But now that I am someone with high influence and I manage other people, I know that it's not about the specific person themselves, but how they present themselves and position themselves within the game in a way that is valuable to the people around them. And that is not dimming somebody's light. In the same way, when we play a soccer game or a basketball game or any sports game, each team member must work together within the goal of the purpose. When we are in the game, it's not the moment to pass the ball to someone just because we want to be nice. Everyone must work towards the goal. And so I understood that I didn't have any credibility. I didn't have any specific authority when I walked into those spaces. I didn't have any specific goodwill being built, and I needed to earn it. That was something I wish I understood back then, that it wasn't about me. It was about what was greater than me, the purpose, the process. And because I refused to submit myself to the process, I gave up. Now, the beautiful thing about life is that anything can be changed based on the next move and what you do. And so I took what I learned in those experiences and I brought it into my next opportunities. And I've now risen at a level where I have so much credibility, people refer to me as the best that they ever had in this field that I'm in. I've been able to transcend the limiting beliefs that I had because I understood that it wasn't about me. And because of that, I started being quote unquote understood by the people that I work with, by the people that I interact with, because I didn't make it about me. I made it about the interaction. But the truth is, all this will be nothing. All this will feel fake if I didn't actually understand that to position myself in those places, I need to first reflect on myself and ask myself the difficult question of what do I really want? And one of the things that truly changed my life completely is to understand that only I can understand myself. And that it's not in a book, it's not in a video, but it's in the very experiences, reactions, vices, limiting beliefs, fears, and dreams that I have every single day. And when I started looking at my life as the greatest resource that I had to learn, I started watching how my ego would pop up in certain places, how I would fall into traps of trying to defend myself, how I would always try to overpower myself in conversation, or sometimes I would be scared to even speak, how I would try to invent things when it's time to actually deliver on the work that I did. I literally started looking at myself as if I wasn't myself. I detached and I looked at myself, and I found out so much wisdom, so much lessons, simple adjustments. And as I allow myself to now see my life from a place of looking to understand myself instead of criticizing myself, every time that I will note that I was doing something that perhaps didn't make sense in that moment based on my purpose, whether it was to succeed in my career path, to build beautiful relationships, to build a beautiful life in general, I started making the adjustments, but not in a way that felt not natural, not authentic, in a way that felt like I was parenting myself, caring for myself, investing in myself, coaching myself. I started reframing my thoughts, reframing my beliefs. I started trying things from a place of exploration and discovery, and being great at what I do regardless of what other people will say. And so those are the two concepts that I want you to remember today. That for you to be successful, you must understand that you will be misunderstood by other people, and that you'll be misunderstood by yourself. You will be misunderstood by other people because of how you present yourself. They will not understand the value that you can bring. They will not understand how much greatness you have within you until you're able to make the adjustments, to learn, to study the game. But you must do so in a way that doesn't cheat on you. But for that to happen, you have to actually go beyond yourself and understand that this is not an ego match by you being better than somebody else. This is about you having standards of excellence about how you approach any work that you do, about how you approach your life from a place of integrity, commitment, confidence, how you do good work regardless of the outcome. Because the truth, fam, is you're never cheating anybody else. The real person you're cheating on is yourself. And if you're watching this video, being misunderstood is the room that will lead you to your greatness. Being misunderstood may feel weird. It may feel like nothing that you've ever done has been worth it. But that's exactly in those moments, fam, that you will realize the greatest wisdoms of your life. Away from the bright lights, away from the validation, just you and yourself in the mirror, in the silence. The keys to that gate that will unleash your greatness is right in your pockets. In those very moments that you think are boring, that you think are random, those moments that you're not valuing in the present, those moments are the exact moments you need to look at in this season of your life. Learn about yourself. Understand yourself. Understand the world around you. Understand the marketplace. And make that decision one moment at a time. As always, fam, wherever you are, wherever you come from, you are destined for greatness. Get busy living, not busy dying.